All right, take two. How about that? Take two. We're back. 2 men to 6-pack. Hopefully we are back live this time and we're good to go. So we will see what occurs. If I get the same error, then we got some internet issues, but I'm hoping. I pay Spectrum a lot of money. I'm hoping it's not internet issues. So anyway, welcome again. 2 men to 6-pack. We are live. We hope you're watching. So we've hit it live and we're going. We're going to talk today about Big 10, Big 12 previews, because that's what I told you we were going to talk about last week. We're going to talk about UNC football. We're going to talk about NFL preseason week 1. Chris Rayner's going to give us a Panther preview. And we've got some another topic that has kind of surfaced that we're going to talk about. And we're probably going to talk about that between college football and NFL football, because I want to make sure that we get on that.
Okay.
But the first thing we're going to do, I like this new mic because I can lean back. So the first thing that we're going to do is I talked to Bob Mills, and we have been bantering around about what the hell we're going to do about going to a football game. We were talking about doing the perfect week. I don't know if y'all remember about that. Well, in October, that's going to a game every day for 7 days in various cities. Bob looked at the schedule and said, it just ain't going to work. And I'm like, come on, man. I'm retired now. Of course it can work. And he was like, well, it's just not going to work. So this is what we're going to do. I got 4 of you guys sitting here, and we got Irv and we got Mahalchik not here. And then anybody else that wants to chime in can do this. So what we're going to do is, and I need for you guys to do this in the next couple weeks, I need for you guys to look at the schedule, the football schedule, college football schedule in the month of October and November. Okay, probably taking Thanksgiving out of the mix. And I want y'all to list the top 5 games that you would like to go to, 1 through 5. If it's and it can be a generalist game, and what I mean by that is LSU on a Saturday night in Death Valley. Yeah, you know, see what I'm saying? Because there may be 2 or 3 games. But I want you to list, but there may be a specific game, maybe LSU, Alabama if they play them or whatever. But anyway, the one you want to go to, number 1 through 5. Then Bob and I are going to get those, and we're going to add them up. We're going to give all the 1s 5 points, all the 2s 4 points. See what I'm saying? And the game that's got the most points, we're going to get a damn trip and go. So we just need to know who the hell's in. Gray, you're in. I got you covered, bud. I got you covered. But so right now, I'm just telling you, my number 1 game is Red River Rivalry. I want to go see them. I do want to go to the Grove. I want to go to the Grove to see Mississippi. I'd love to go see. It's in December, but I would love to go see Army Navy. Yep. That's a game that I'd like to see. So anyway, so you guys need to do that in the next like 2 or 3 weeks. Top 5 games, the number 1 game that you want to go to, October and November, and we can extend into December. And then if you want to go, we're going to figure out how to go. Is everybody in with that?
Yeah.
All college, of course. Right?
Yeah. I'm sorry, all college, yeah. So anyway, y'all get in on that one, and we'll go from there. So anyway, that was what I wanted to start the the podcast off about tonight. So anyway, real quick, because I want to get to all this stuff, and I don't want to go over like an hour and 15 minutes like we did last week, even though it was a damn good show.
First time back. I mean, we're just catching up. And
yeah. And by the way, we are retired, so I can officially drink beer. Bold Rock, they're going to come on as a sponsor if I keep showing the beer that I'm drinking or the cider that I'm drinking. And, they're going to be a part of this thing. So Big 10, the title contenders, y'all throw it out. Who do you think they're having media? I think media day or media week is going on this week, or it's the first part of next week. But there's already been some. It's late. SEC and ACC was last week, so I think it was this past week. So who do y'all think the media writers picked as the number 1 for Big 10? Got to get close to the mic, Henry. That is wrong. They are number 2.
Penn State.
Penn State is number 1, based on Drew Aller coming back, and they've added some things on the defense, which they had some great defensive players. Ohio State's 2. They just lost a lot of people, but they probably have the best player in the conference. Maybe
the receiver.
Maybe the best player in the nation.
They probably have the best 2 players in the conference. Caleb Downs on defense.
Yeah, Caleb Downs, who crazy enough played where his freshman year? Alabama. And whose brother, crazy enough, he played where?
Carolina,
wide receiver. Josh Downs. So anyway, Penn State 1, Ohio State 2, Oregon 3. That's how they shaked out the top 3 rising teams. This is crazy. Illinois is considered. They must the Beeline guy's the coach there now. He was in Wisconsin, went to Arkansas, got run out of Arkansas, right? And then, but evidently they got. They're saying that they could be this year's Indiana.
That's what I want to hear about is Indiana.
So Indiana is also a rising team, and they're saying that that they potentially are a sneaky team that could break in and make the playoff again. But they're saying that Illinois and Indiana they didn't play last year; they play this year.
Yeah.
So
That's kind of that next tier, like you said, below those 3.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting.
yeah,
It'll be a good game.
that's exactly right. So so that'll be a good game. Obviously, key players to watch: Jeremiah Smith, Drew Aller, and then a defensive end for Penn State, Dennis Sutton. Those are like the three studs. Their prediction: Penn State 1, Ohio State 2. The dark horse is Illinois, and Jeremiah Smith, Player of the Year. So, question to you guys: Penn State returns key pieces and adds some folks on defense. Can they break through and win the Big Ten title? James Franklin, man.
You would hope so, but I doubt it. They'll find they're going to drop a game, right? They're going to drop a game.
A game that they're probably not supposed to.
Correct. That's usually what happens. There's usually that one game they have a hiccup, and then they're playing from behind.
The Mac Brown effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't. If I could take the field or Penn State, I'm definitely taking the field. I don't see it in Penn State.
I mean, I'd love to see Penn State do that, but I just don't. I don't have faith in them.
Rayner?
They get those big games and their offense just lets them down a little bit. Talk about Collins. I wish we had Teddy as a call-in.
Yeah, I do wish. Yeah, I do wish Teddy was here.
The lowdown, and he would certainly say no because he has no faith in him. But where's Teddy now?
Teddy is actually in Tennessee. He got out of the military, and he is actually in Tennessee now.
Does he still watch? Because he used to comment all the time.
That's what.
Yeah. Well, I don't. Well, we just came back. Damn, Rainer, we've only been back 1 week. This is the second week.
Say today.
I don't. Well, that's good point. Good point. Good point.
There was a year. This would be the year with the change at quarterback for Ohio State, but I still figure they'll find a way to lose a couple, and they won't get it done. So I'll take Ohio State.
All right. Ohio State, they did lose a quarterback, Will Howard, who got drafted. Who did he get drafted by? He's a Pittsburgh Steeler, seventh round Pittsburgh Steelers. Yeah. By the way, shameless plug: if you have not watched the Netflix deal, SEC Any Given Saturday, it just came out. It's like 7 episodes. Gray and I binge watched it. Was it Friday or Saturday? We binge watched it. Friday. Yeah, you can do that shit when you're retired. We binge watched it Friday, and
it's pretty good.
Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome. But it was showing like going down to when they were getting drafted, and Will Howard, man, like he was waiting, and I think he finally got drafted like the 7th round.
He was a good college quarterback.
He was a game manager. He had some good games. So he played well. So let me ask you this, and while I ask you guys this, I'm gonna let you guys go around. But I'm having some issues with your 2 mics, but I can fix it. No, it's not you. It's my soundboard. I got something right here. That's a really fancy device. I can fix it, but I'm gonna ask this question, and I'm gonna let them 2 comment, and then I'm gonna get your mics fixed. So here we go. Ohio State quarterback Will Howard and star wideout Jeremiah Smith is coming back. This is the question. Does Smith have to win the Heisman, or does he have to have a crazy-ass Heisman-type season in order for Ohio State to compete for the Big Ten title and or the national championship? So you and Beeper answer that question.
Bob, you want to have a go?
Yeah, I'll say absolutely not. I think they reload up there, man. They they took our best. They took North Carolina's best defensive end, and he's just a ho hum guy for them.
So and that's my whole thing. I mean, if you're relying on one receiver to make or break your season, you're not that good. But that's not Ohio State. Ohio State's one of the big dogs between the portal and getting the top notch high school kids. They just reload. And most people, I'm not a huge Ohio State fan. and that's more because of their fans than the program.
Ditto.
But I mean, it's a quality program. They put a good product on the field every time, but they're hard to cheer for.
You go to a Buffalo Wild Wings on the weekend when they're playing, and if you're just like on the bubble, you'll go home despising them, man. That's a rabid bunch.
Oh, it's crazy. I mean, I've seen it at Ducks, with the inflatables, and they just take over. But I mean, they're passionate, and it's fan base. If you were a fan, you'd be okay with it. But we're not, but I don't think that the wide receiver is going to dictate their whole season.
I just had an evil thought. Is my mic on?
Hold on.
We'll find out. I heard you.
Hey,
Go ahead.
hey, Steve.
Yeah,
hear me
your
out?
mic is
I
on,
just had an
baby.
evil thought. They are the college football program that will be the most likely to have what's happening in the WNBA happen to them. Sex toys thrown on the field.
You got a comment about the Big Ten? And
Yeah, I mean, I would just echo their statement. I would go as far as to say if he does win the Heisman, it's not going to correlate to the national championship season, that reliance. I think
because they had to rely on him so
reliance
much.
on
Yes.
him. I think they're going to need the other guys to step up the defense.
Definitely.
Is Devontae Smith the last receiver to win the Heisman?
He is.
I wanna
He is.
say.
Yeah.
And when you think of that, he was obviously a stud, but Devontae Smith didn't win them the Heisman. It was the rest of the team there. So in the situation that he does, I don't see them winning because the other guys aren't stepping up.
All right, that was quick. Big Ten. Now, Big 12.
Who's even in it anymore?
So that's interesting. You asked me that question.
Tell us.
because we're
Rainer,
gonna.
I'm glad you asked that question because I was going through. I'm
Spinning the wheel.
That's gonna come up. That's gonna come up. Okay, that is actually going to come up. So who can tell me who won the Big 12 championship last year?
TCU.
Iowa State.
No.
Iowa State.
They made the playoffs. I will give you one name.
No, I don't want it.
Cam Scatbo.
Miami.
Oh, Arizona State.
Arizona State.
Really?
They won.
Is that how weak they were last year?
Yeah, how about that? Now, I'm going to chalk this up to geography. that we don't know much about the Big 12, but it's going to come back to bite you in the ass here in a minute. Okay, so preseason number 1 Arizona State. Okay, number 2 Kansas State. Got a hell of a quarterback, man. Yeah, listen to this though, man. They've got a hell of a quarterback. The kid named Avery Johnson.
Avery Johnson.
Yeah, and it's not the little smart point guard.
I was going to say, isn't he a basketball player?
He looks drastically different. He's got long, flowy hair.
Yeah, long, flowy hair. He looks like Sunshine, actually,
Sunshine?
Yeah.
a little bit.
Do you want me to list all of them real quick that's in it? Just
No,
so
don't,
guess?
because that's a question that I'm going to ask you. Should you
He's cheating.
close?
I'm cheating.
Yeah, close
Raiders
that.
cheating.
And then third is Iowa State. Okay,
Yeah,
with,
they're always solid.
With Matt Campbell, they're always solid. So 1, 2, and 3. This is what's screwed up about this. Last year, Iowa State and Kansas State played in the final regular season game of the season.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
This year, you know when they play?
The 23rd.
They go to Ireland. They're playing in Ireland the first game. They have a Big 12 their first Big 12 conference game.
August 23rd?
August 23rd in Ireland.
2 of the top 3 teams in the league
In the league are
games
playing,
right out the gate.
are playing in
Big
Ireland.
game. in
But the good
Ireland,
thing
too.
is
They
that gives
call
you
it-
time to recover from a loss.
So guess what? So guess what they call this game whenever they play it? They call it Farmageddon because they're both like agricultural schools, right? So anyway, okay, teams to watch. Texas Tech Red Raiders. They had a lot of kids transfer in.
They've got a lot of NIL.
And they got a lot of they got a lot of NIL money. You know about the pitcher. No one probably knows about this with me. Softball pitcher. She was at Stanford.
Is that the first $1 million?
They paid her $1 million. They paid her $1 million
First $1 million in softball
to go to softball. She left Stanford,
only
and
$1 million.
you know what it did for them? They made the Women's College World Series. They lost to Texas, but they made it to the Women's College World Series.
Yeah,
Anyway,
well, so a point about Texas Tech, they just landed the number 1 recruit in 2027.
Yeah.
In softball? Football.
Getting,
a quarterback.
getting $900,000
Yeah.
to come in. So there's a lot of people complaining about, but they're paying up.
You think Pat Mahomes is getting off? Who's the cash cow for Texas A&M? I mean, for Texas Tech.
I think it's a
Landman?
lot of oil
It
money
is.
down
It
there.
really
Landman.
is.
You
Yeah.
think it's Billy Bob? You think it's Billy Bob Thornton?
It's his boss. Yeah.
But yeah, it's his boss. And then also a team to watch. They had a down year last year, and I never really liked them. I just don't like the way they play football. Utah, the Utah Utes. I don't.
Is that with their sixth-year quarterback or
Yeah, that one. That one dude.
Rising
Yeah,
or-
dude.
Yeah.
He's like 30. He's legitimate.
done.
He's legitimately. Who was the quarterback that played at Florida State that went played
Winky?
baseball? Winky. That Gray had a jersey of Chris Winky, by the way.
Yeah.
From Marshall.
Panthers.
For Marshalls. But like he legitimately is going to be as old as Chris Winky, but like he's been playing football in the college that long.
Is he back this year?
Yeah, he got like a sixth. I think he is his seventh year, man.
They're going to be good, man. Their defense
Yeah.
is always good.
Yeah, their defense
That's my
is-
dark horse right
Yeah,
there.
Well, that's who they're predicting to be one to watch. So what they're saying about the Big 12, no key players, but what they're saying is, well, kind of sort of key players. They're saying that so as the quarterbacks go in this league, that's how you'll determine the teams. Sam Levitt is quarterback. If y'all probably didn't know that, but he's a quarterback from Arizona State that is pretty good. Avery Johnson, and then the Rocco Beck, who is the quarterback at Iowa State. I think he transferred from West Virginia, or his dad was like a big stud at West Virginia. But I actually, and I can say it openly and proudly now, I had money on the Iowa State Kansas State game last year, and I watched a lot of Iowa State. I put a lot of money on Iowa State last year in different games, Cincinnati, Kansas State, just various games, and I actually won a lot of money.
Why couldn't you say that openly last year? Was that
'Cause
frowned upon in your profession?
Probably so, but now I don't have a boss except she's upstairs. So anyway, so the way the Big 12 is shaking out, Arizona State to win, runner-up Kansas State, the dark horse is Iowa State, player to the player of the year, Sam Levitt. This is the questions. Kansas State, Iowa State are predicted to compete for the title, and I just put in there, is it messed up that they're playing in week 0 in Ireland?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
I mean, it's just screwed up.
Yeah, I mean, who was supposed to have that game as a home game? I'd be pissed
Right.
off.
Yeah, because that's got Farmageddon in
sure they
Ireland.
get up for that.
Well, now to the defense, Ireland does grow potatoes, and so it is kind of a Farmageddon over there, right? Okay, so honestly, the second question, honestly, is the Big 12 still a relevant conference?
Obviously not. We didn't know who they were.
Yeah, not based on those teams.
And
you
if
just
this
said.
crowd doesn't know who
Okay,
they are,
okay.
without
Now my next
props,
question is,
Basketball only, I would probably say.
what do you think? Are they relevant conference?
Football? No.
All right, so now I'm going to ask you this: better football conference, Big 12 or the ACC?
Did you say ACC or AAC?
ACC.
ACC.
Before, okay,
Oh.
I tell you what. Let me do this. Let me do this. There are 16 teams. 16 teams in the Big 12. So shouldn't they change it to Big 16? Whatever. 16 teams in the Big in the Big 12. Who can name? Okay, so we've named 3 or 4, right? Who can name? Who can name them?
Is Utah State?
Okay, so we named Arizona
Colorado.
State. Wait a minute, hold. So I'm going to handhold here because this is only going to be an hour show. So Arizona State. So if Arizona State in, Arizona's in.
Colorado.
Okay, let's see.
Colorado State too.
Let's see.
They're not. They're still in that funky back or whatever.
Yeah, okay. Colorado's in.
TCU.
TCU's in.
Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State.
Got Texas Tech.
Texas Tech.
Is West Virginia? in the
West
Big 12
Virginia
now?
is in that conference.
How many?
Utah. We said Utah. I'll give you that one. Okay, so you got
Is Utah State?
no. Utah State is not. We said Iowa State. We said Iowa State. Okay, who else we
did we
got?
get Iowa?
Oh, we said Kansas State.
I was big.
So who
That's right,
else
they are big
besides
fans,
Kansas
right.
State?
Kansas.
Kansas. So you now have, let's see, you've got 1, 2.
Houston.
Houston is in that conference, and you knew that because Houston kicked Kansas's ass
that
in,
was a basketball
in
drive.
basketball. Well, we got
How many
okay.
are we? How many?
So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 4 left.
Central Florida.
Central Florida is 1.
That fits.
So there's 3 left.
3 left.
Okay.
1 is in Texas.
Don't tell me.
All right.
Silence on this podcast is horrible.
I understand. Thinking.
Their colors are green and yellow.
Baylor.
Baylor Bears,
Yep.
and then
I think they would say it's gold.
and then
Is
one.
Oregon?
one
No. They went.
Do who?
Oregon State?
No. Well, Oregon State is a team
They're
without a
homeless.
conference.
Are they homeless around the
Yeah,
moment?
they're still
Them
homeless.
and Washington
How about
State are
this one?
homeless.
How about this
California
one?
team.
How about this one? They are a Midwest school.
That narrows it down.
Well, it narrows it down that they're not out in the Big 12.
Northwestern?
They're in the same state as Ohio State.
No.
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
See, I still think
And
that
then the last one is they can do a lot of stuff, but they can't play on Sundays or drink beer.
BYU.
BYU. So now I will go back to my original question. More relevant football conference. The Big 12 or the ACC?
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Where is TCU predicted to finish? Because
I'd
that's
say
who
around
Carolina
Yeah.
plays.
I didn't get the full rankings, but what I heard when I was looking the stuff up, I listened to, they're predicted to finish in the top echelon.
I thought they were.
In the top 6 or 7.
3-point favorite.
They're actually a 3.5-point favorite. Matthew Popkin
some of that action.
from across the street came over and hit me up. He knew I was doing the podcast today, and he was hitting me up for some betting advice because he's doing future stuff, man. Carolina 7.5 wins over under.
Tar Heels?
Tar Heels.
I took the Panthers over under. I will not be taking the Tar Heels.
Anyway, so more relevant conference
Top
ACC.
to bottom, I'm
Anybody got a quarter?
Yeah, really.
Now, are you talking about year in, year out, or this coming year? 'Cause
Yeah.
This coming year, I think ACC will be better. Personally, I do.
Yeah, I think the ACC is inferior.
This year,
Okay.
you got Florida
I'd
State
say,
up and coming.
I'd say
not
top to bottom.
I'm just the
they might be a
commentator.
little
I don't-
really
deeper.
good.
I'm
But
just the commentator, dude. I'm not.
top to bottom. They might be a little deeper, but our top end is significantly.
I tell you, I tell you what I'll do next week.
Okay.
I will print out the predicted rankings from top to bottom, and then we'll go. Okay, could Clemson beat Arizona State? We'll go 1-1. We'll go 2-2.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll go down the line, and we'll see where that shakes out. How about that?
Okay.
All right.
Stanford will lose to whoever they face.
Yeah, and Wake Forest. UNC football overview. Bill Belichick's first training camp as head coach at UNC has generated significant buzz, and especially his girlfriend has generated significant. She just the other day got her license to be able to drink alcohol, and she's been driving now without past 9 o'clock for about 6 months. So anyway, it's said that he's brought his trademark attention to detail, a disciplined approach, and innovative defensive schemes to the Tar Heels camp. Now, those are 3 things that if he's brought those things, I love Mike Brown to death, but those are 3 things that we have not had in Chapel Hill in a long time. Attention to detail.
Yep.
Discipline. Beeper, how long you been? An innovative defensive scheme.
Right.
And innovative doesn't mean let them score as fast as they can so we can get the ball back and see if we can score, right? It doesn't mean that. Reports highlight his intense work ethic and focus on fundamentals, especially on defense and special teams. Players and coaches have praised his ability to quickly install complex systems. The atmosphere is energized with his presence, and the veterans are stepping up to embrace the new culture. How about this? Early scrimmages show improved tackling,
That's good.
coverage, and situational awareness.
Very low bar to compare to.
But I will tell you this, we're going to get tested the first game of the season.
Oh, yeah.
TCU has their quarterback back. Now, they lost a ton of wide receivers, but they did when I was researching the Big 12, they have a wide receiver coming back that's nasty, and they had a guy came in through the portal that is supposed to be really good as well. So we're going to be pushed. One thing that is going to be different this year than last, he is a ball – Belichick, it's not going to be score in 2 minutes and then kick off. It's going to be ball controlled.
Good.
We're going to move, try to keep the ball, keep the best way to the best defensive, or the best offense is keep the defense, or whatever that phrase is. Keeping them off the field is by keeping your offense on.
You remember Fedora, the fastest 3 and out in history,
Oh God,
because it was so quick to get up there. If you had 3
man,
and out,
I
your
remember.
defense was on the field
I
30
remember one
seconds.
time we went to a Carolina game when Fedora was coaching, and they kicked off to us. It went in the end zone, so the clock stayed at 15 minutes. He came out and he threw something. It was like a quick throw. At like 3 seconds ran off the clock. Second down.
Probably incomplete, yeah.
Oh yeah, it was incomplete. Next time we threw another incomplete pass. Like 4 seconds went off the clock, and then finally third down. We threw another incomplete pass. We punted the ball within less than 10 seconds, or right around 10 seconds, had come off the clock. Do you? I mean, that was actually probably standard.
That wasn't totally unusual.
It's like in baseball, what they call the immaculate inning, where you're out in like 9 pitches,
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're out in 10 seconds.
Yeah. So anyway,
I know you love baseball.
yeah, I love it so much. Analysts are predicting UNC will make a noticeable leap in competitiveness. That's what they're saying. Finishing with a winning record, finishing with a winning record, 7-5 or 8-4. While not yet a conference favorite, the team is expected to be a tough opponent, capable of pulling off an upset. Okay. Questions. What's a respectable season this year, record-wise, for UNC?
I think you said it. Would you say 7-5, 8-4? I think if they finish there, I think it's a good season.
I'd rather 8-4.
Well, yeah,
I think that would be the bar, the over/under, if you will.
Especially if you take over 7.5 for the season.
Right.
I think 7's respectable.
You think 7's
7 or
respectable?
up.
Okay.
I would back and forth on the 7 to 8. I'd probably lean with 8-4, given they have one of the weaker schedules in the country. So
Yeah, we play one. Of course, it's preseason, and things will change. If the top 25, we play one top 25 opponent. Preseason top 25 opponent. That's Clemson.
and that's at home.
And it's
too.
at home. Of course, there is one school in the country that plays 0, and they're also in the ACC.
State.
No, they play 2. The University of Virginia plays 0 top 25. All right, so here's the deal.
Does Carolina play Virginia?
We do.
Oh.
So here we go.
Where is it? At Carolina or is it in Virginia?
It's in Carolina.
Okay.
I
So
got
odds
it
are a
right.
little bit better for
Yeah.
Carolina.
So let's go.
Because haven't they struggled at Virginia in the past?
Oh, for a long time
Yeah.
we did.
Especially our good
Yeah.
years, too.
Especially-
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought.
But now
That gives me some
the team
PTSD.
the team we have trouble with, and we don't play them this year. I'm
Georgia
real
Tech.
scared. Georgia Tech, man.
God.
Gray has been in the Mercedes Dome. He was there that year
Got
that they
embarrassed.
that we got embarrassed. I mean, we can't beat Georgia Tech now. I mean, we just
Look, they had some big wins last year.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's not a team you want to play
No.
this year.
All right, here we go. Let's talk about it. TCU, Carolina, win or loss?
Loss.
Carolina.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
Loss.
I'm not doing TCU schedule. Loss.
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 Win.
Okay. Charlotte.
Win.
At Charlotte.
Yeah, great.
I would hope that's a win.
I was going to say win for TCU. I think the momentum
Okay.
of the Monday night game
Okay.
will be enough to
All right. We'll put it at a split. Richmond.
Win.
win.
That's they're a pretty good
They
WB.
have to win
Yeah.
that. Let's
Yeah,
put it
that,
At Central Florida. I don't know where they were
Who we
predicted.
just figured out is the Big 12.
Yeah.
Win.
What do you do? I have a dissenting opinion there?
I got win. I got them 4-0 headed to Clemson.
Woo, doggy.
I'll go with a loss.
Okay.
yeah, I'm going to go win. Central Florida lost KJ Jefferson, so I think
Clemson, I think we'll all talk about even though they are coming to
Yeah, go ahead.
Death Hill, Bill Hill. Are we going to say loss?
Yes.
Yeah, but not an embarrassing
But
loss.
can you imagine going in
What's
4-0 and Clemson 4-0?
So what's in them
I think they'll be,
within 2 touchdowns?
10 points. I think they're going to play them tough.
Yeah, I'd say within under 2 touchdowns would be hopefully under 10 would be my-
After 4 quarters or halftime?
It's a different day.
I bet full
you-
games. I don't bet halves.
You should bet halves. That's good. You do remember the ACC championship, right? Okay. Then we go to California.
That should be a win.
I'm going to say a win.
I think they'll win, but it's kind of a weird schedule. Did you notice the
It's a
schedule?
it's a Friday night game.
But what I mean is they've got 2 weeks on either side of the Clemson game, on both sides of the Clemson
yeah,
game.
yeah, that is.
Yeah,
weird.
I think win. California lost a lot.
We got 2 weeks to prep for Clemson.
And 2 weeks to heal up.
Yeah. Virginia home
Win.
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 at Syracuse.
Win.
Syracuse is they've got a quarterback issue that they're trying to battle through right now. Which do we know is Max Johnson's come back from his devastating leg injury.
Yeah, but he's still not.
So he's not the start. Has Carolina named a starting quarterback
They
yet?
have not. I would be shocked if it's not Gio. I mean, there's a chance. I think Max will not be back.
Okay.
to start the season.
So that's the guy that broke his leg last year.
Yeah. So it's between the Lopez guy they brought in from South Alabama and Bryce Baker. The
Oh, we
freshman.
brought that kid in from South Alabama. That's
Yeah.
right. That
So
dude's
he's- I
nasty.
mean, he is, but that's a lot of people are saying recently Carolina's one of the most polarizing teams in the country because of Belichick, obviously, but the moving pieces as well.
Yeah.
I think he's a stud, but you got to see how it's going to transition from.
I
Is he a
think-
dual threat, or is he mostly dual
Oh,
threat?
yeah.
Oh, he's
that's what I thought.
He's
and
a Darian Durant.
He's actually a better runner than he is passer, probably. I think Drew Bledsoe's going to be our quarterback. Oh no, I'm just messing. Okay, that's right. So Syracuse win or loss? What do you say?
Win.
At Stanford, or no, versus Stanford. We're home.
Win.
Wake Forest.
Win. All of a
Okay,
sudden,
so
7 wins have gone up.
yeah, so right now, let's just say we win the TCU game. We've got us 1, 2,
Like
3.
8-1.
We had more people on Central Florida than against us. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4-1, 5-1, 6-1, 7-1, 8-1. No, we're 9-1.
9-1.
Right,
I
right
think-
now.
I think
Hey,
we'll
true
lose.
Carolina fans right there.
I know.
I think yeah, it's hard to pick the game, but I think we lose Clemson, and then we'll have lost at least one of the 3 of
We'll lose to either.
Syracuse, UCF, and TCU.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe 2.
Okay,
maybe.
so November 22nd, Carolina versus Duke.
Is Duke still in the upswing a little bit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got one of the best quarterbacks.
And it's
in the
at Duke,
portal.
right?
It's at Carolina.
No, it's at Carolina.
Is that Carolina?
November 22nd.
I think you split that in state. You pick it how you want.
Yeah.
To pick it.
Yeah.
And then the last game is State versus Carolina.
Where's that at? That's
It's in Raleigh.
that's
Yeah, I don't have tickets. That's one downside of me of me retiring now is I don't have access to those tickets.
it's a good
We gotta
tailgate to
figure-
hang out
yeah.
in the whole time.
What do you think, Miller, about those last 2, Duke and State?
You think we split? Do we have the ability to split?
Yeah, you had the ability to split. I think that time of the year, I think it's going in who's healthy.
That's a football guy right there.
No, I'm but seriously. I mean,
No,
By
he's
that
right.
point, that point,
because you get in those rivalry games, if both teams are 100%, you can flip a coin.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Because there's been years everybody's, oh yeah, Carolina's going and State wins, or you know what I mean. So
You can't lay that
No.
prediction right now.
No.
Yeah.
you know, I think I think for record purposes, they split those 2 games.
So
They win one, lose one.
Let me ask you a question, and since we're on the state deal, I made a statement to Matthew Popkin earlier today. He was outside. We were talking football. He was hitting me up about some betting stuff and whatnot. Do you think Dave Dorn? This is going to sound crazy. Do you think Dave Dorn is potentially on the hot seat if State has another season like they've had in the
Yes.
last 3 or 4 years?
Yes.
Absolutely.
if he beats Carolina, no.
You don't think so?
I had that thought in my mind before you said that.
So-
that if you told me Dave Doran was still employed January 1st, yes, they beat Carolina.
See,
If
you know,
not,
and
no.
again, I don't think he should be on the hot seat.
That's
I
all
think
he's done
it's
is beat
I think
Carolina.
it's that I just think again, and we've talked about this in years past and episodes past. I just think fans have unrealistic expectations. You and I have talked about that. So last year they should have won 10 games. Everybody thought they were going to win 10 games and they fell short. But I think you have a lot of State fans that look at Dave Dorn and if they finish the way that they finished. Like, I mean, great. They've won 9 games. Like, I mean, they've been the best team in
and
North.
they beat Carolina.
Yeah, but you know
the main
what?
thing.
You know what Matthew Popkin told me that I didn't realize. You know how many times NC State's been to the ACC championship?
0.
Zero.
But that's why Dorian's kept
Yeah.
his job, is keeping that 7 or 8 wins and beating Carolina.
But what I'm saying is that State fans do State fans get to the point where they say, "Well, this is as good as he can get us. We need to get somebody else that can take us to the next level."
You know why?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know exactly.
You know exactly what I'm saying.
Well,
right?
it's the same thing I say about Carolina fans. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, well, about
It's-
a lot of Carolina
yeah.
fans. I'm not that
Well, no,
way.
I'm
Yeah.
just, but you know what I'm saying? We've had that conversation, and their outlook's unrealistic.
I told Matthew, I said, man, if you told me Carolina could win 8 games, 8 or 9 games every year,
I'd be happy.
and then every 4 or 5 years pull off that 10-win deal or 11-win, and they go to ACC, I'd be like, hell yeah, dude, sign me up.
Keep him. Don't get rid of him.
I don't
Allotment for the
disagree.
Rams club tickets. Let's keep it rolling.
I don't disagree, and I don't think that I think you are correct when saying that State fans are unrealistic, but I think it's easy to look at it and say, right now in this moment, predict 5 years, 7 years
Right.
out.
Yeah.
They win those. When you're actually going through it and you're experiencing the emotional up and downs and the letdowns, and you have those expectations, while the fans' expectations might be out of line, the directors and the AD
Right.
are still hearing that. And
Yes.
while 8 wins is good consistently, at some point you got to give them something new to freshen
Right.
them up and renew them and get tickets. So I think at some point it just reaches that point of freshening things up.
You got something to say on
I
that.
have something to say on that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what I think is if they win 8 games and lose to Carolina, he'll retire or something. There's some speculation he may retire.
Pat Bird thing.
The big thing I think that's working against him is Will Wade. They just went out and hired one of the best
Yeah.
coaches in the country, so they're saying, why not football?
No,
You're talking about basketball.
No, they've done it in basketball.
Will
now,
Wade- yeah,
why
yeah,
not?
yeah.
Now why not?
that's going to put
So,
pressure on him. Absolutely.
Here's my
Do
reason.
you? So let me
The opposite applies to Hubert Davis.
So
if
let me
that's
ask you
what you're
that:
asking.
does Bill Belichick put pressure on Hubert Davis?
I think so.
Absolutely.
Greg, and before you say what you're going to say, we got to make a decision by 5:00 tomorrow. I haven't bought
Yeah.
I haven't bought the season tickets for basketball yet.
Well, we'll see how long
They're
Hubert's
sky
around.
high, aren't they? They're like
Stupid.
twice as
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
Go ahead now.
I was going to just add, I definitely think it's added on Hubert. I know that he's voiced some frustration around the funding backing that Belichick has got that he doesn't feel like he's gotten on the basketball side. So I'd be curious to know how that's shaken up with State. 'Cause
Well,
I know Will Wade's
He got it this year. Carolina has one of the highest NIL money deals coming in this year.
higher. Yeah, I'm not disagreeing.
Oh no, we're in the top 5 in the
We're
country.
not top 5. We're top 10.
Okay, well top 10. Okay.
I don't disagree. I just
Are you a Hubert man? Because I'm not.
absolutely not a Hubert.
Okay,
fan.
I didn't think you were. I was going to say, when did that flip? Anyway,
Well, back to State. Here's my reasoning why I think eventually they'll tap out on Dorian.
okay.
2 words: Herb Sendek. He took him to the tournament every year, 20 wins.
No, I agree.
And they finally
I
got
don't-
tired of it
that's-
and wanted more. And they've had less since, other than 1 year.
This has been the most time we've spent on NC State athletics.
I know.
I hope David
But that's why I
Coons. I
think
hope David
eventually
Coons
they'll
is
get tired
listening
of
to
it.
this
Yeah.
podcast right
Doesn't
now.
mean the
I
next
think I
guy
see
they hire
David
is
in the
gonna be
window.
He's in the window.
They
He's
should have kept
there.
Herb.
Exactly. But they'll
ECU
fresh
should have kept Logan,
All right.
Steve Logan.
Summarize the Belichick years. In 4 years, is Bill Belichick the head coach at Carolina?
No.
Absolutely
I don't know
not.
if he'll get through 2.
I think Abe Belichick is the coach. I think his son.
He may do 2 and then turn it over to Son to see what he can do.
Okay, that's the last NFL. I mean, that's the last college.
Or the girlfriend. She may coach.
question. Yeah. Anybody else? So next week we're going to talk about all the other conferences. Then we're going to talk about the NCAA, the top 25, and how we think the playoff is going to play out. That's what we're going to focus on next week in college football, and then we're going to talk about week 0 games. I'll have the spreads and stuff like that. So we'll talk about that next.
It's going to be fun.
When we turn into high school, Goody?
I need somebody to tell me about high school. I don't know.
in
So
2
I,
weeks.
22nd is
22nd.
okay, so next week we
Next
need to talk
week
about
would
high
be a
school.
good segment
All
for
right,
high school, yeah.
I'll try to get Miller. So let me tell you this. Now that I have so much free time on my hands, right? I'm really like wanting to get y'all's thoughts on this. What do you think about? I'm trying to get Chris Miller, to like. I would love for him to start a damn weekly football show, man.
Oh, that would be awesome. Well,
I mean, I'd record it. We could record it. We'd throw it on YouTube TV.
Do it here?
Yeah, do it here. I mean, and I don't know what his schedule is, but I think it would be really cool to do it. I'm not trying to get into
that's
W.
the
Oh,
only
no,
thing
no.
I was thinking.
But since Rayford's not on the air anymore, he'd be glad to do it.
Yeah, I'm not trying to. Yeah, I'm not trying to get in his business, but I'm just trying to. I don't know if he could contractually do that with the daily news thing, but I probably could
think
get.
it would help if
I
you
probably
get a
could get
club.
him more sponsors here than he probably makes money at Daily News. No, I'm just messing.
Here's my only caveat. Rayner's doing sports talk, and he does a lot of high
No,
school.
not at
sports.
all. I mean, I think it'd be great.
Okay.
Because I can't have Chris Miller on every week. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? We have
Yeah.
different
I got
guests.
you. Okay.
I'll be
So
fine with it.
anyway, all right. So before we transition to the NFL, we're probably going to lose some listeners here because we're going to transit. This is solely a Onslow County, Jacksonville Onslow County issue. So just who can concisely, so I fully understand what's going on. Who can tell me in about a minute what the current situation is with Woodland Park back in the back of Evansbrook, City of Jacksonville, Jazza, and Jacksonville High School. Who would like to take that one on?
I cannot because I thought it was the new elementary school.
Okay. Well, can you, while they're telling me?
Yes,
Can you get me some lumpia while they're doing that? Then?
All right. So basically, late in the week before high school sports started, Jacksonville High School got an email from, I don't know if it's Jazz or Wilmington, but from one of them. I don't know the exact organization, basically saying that they wanted compensation for Jacksonville High School using the field.
Can I ask you a question real quick?
Yes.
How long has Jacksonville High School used the fields?
We started practicing there probably in 2005.
Okay, so 20 years. Just say roughly 20 years.
Actually, and I know Holster practiced there some before I took over. So, yeah, it's been probably closer to 30 years that they've used those fields.
Okay.
So, needless to say, they had asked for compensation, just not just money, but volunteer hours, equipment, things like that. So, Jackson went out Monday for tryouts, had their tryouts, and then they were pretty much told not to practice there anymore. So I know that they've met. Jacksonville High School and Jazza representation has met. I don't know what has all been worked out, but I know there's some lingering questions on usage of the field since it's a city park. Jazz only pays a minimal amount for their lease, which I believe is coming up to be renewed. So it's caused some headaches and some issues for Jacksonville High School soccer, trying to find a place to practice.
Have they discussed, I mean, I'm not trying to get into business, but have they discussed what kind of compensation they're talking about?
That's been talked about, and I don't know all the specifics. I know that the principal of Jacksonville High School met with a representative of Jazza,
Okay.
and I don't know what has actually come out of that meeting, which I believe was either Thursday or Friday.
And I'm not going to get into the dollar amount, but is the dollar amount a significant amount of money that would require additional fundraising for Jacksonville High School?
Well,
and
all right. So,
boosters?
and this is, I don't know what. Like I said, I don't know exactly the specifics of the email that was sent to Jacksonville High School. I know that Bo Williams got it. I have not seen it. Just a few people talking, but I do know that Jazza pays a very minimal amount to use those fields. So the fact that I think they're trying to take a little money from another organization that uses those fields when majority of those kids that play on that high school team also play at Jazza.
Why don't they just take, because it is a very minimal amount.
Yes.
I know. I know. I'm playing dumb, but
I know.
I know the genesis of this whole.
Yes.
This whole. I mean, from 10 or 15 years ago.
Correct.
So why wouldn't they consider just splitting what the lease payment was?
I think Jacksonville could afford that. As a matter of fact, you know what? I would make that donation.
I would potentially pay the whole lease.
Well, was it a dollar?
You know what? I would be willing to pay the whole thing too for both of them.
So I have a question, Dave. When did the Hammerheads get involved?
That was last year's news.
Well, I didn't know anything about it. I mean, were they the ones that kind of?
Well, I see. And I can't answer that because I'm not in the know. I've kind of been out of it. So
I mean, how
don't
long
know.
have they been involved? Just from last year?
Last year.
Oh, okay.
Right, it's been a little over a year.
Yeah, a little over a year.
Last year was really the first
know
year
how
of the
many years
merger.
back.
Now, I will tell you this: there's more things involved than just the lease.
Correct.
There's obviously the taking care of the fields.
Right.
So, but you know the thing about it is, and I'm again, I don't have a dog in this fight. I tried to fight.
neither.
I tried to fight this battle 10 or 15 years ago. Oh, dude, when this Jazza Wilmington thing, we had the grand idea of trying to get Myrtle Beach involved. Remember that, man? We were like,
That was way back.
we were going to create an academy, man, between the three
was with
clubs.
Bruce.
When Bruce Talbot was
Yep.
here 20 years ago. Well, no, not 20 years ago. 15 years ago. Gray was a
Yep.
U9, U10 player.
I was a really good cone picker up.
And we were on the verge, and they couldn't come to. They were sitting down at the table, and they couldn't come to terms on what colors the damn team's going to be, man. and so they bagged it. I remember it like it was yesterday. So you tell me your take on it, man.
Well, I think it's a shame that the fields are being rented for a nominal amount, and the high school who's been there for 25 years now gets charged a significant amount. I do know the dollar figure. I'm not going to give it to you, but it's significant.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Yeah.
And then you add to the fact that Parkwood Elementary School is available to Jazza at no charge, but yet they want to charge the high school, right? And then that's the heartburn I have. And then not to get into the Jazza Wilmington thing, but it's sort of under the Wilmington umbrella where the uniforms are now Wilmington. All the money goes to Wilmington.
And this was never an issue until that
last
happened. Year.
Right. And so my point I have, Goody, I guess, of anything is you've got a city park where we don't have a whole lot of practice fields available.
Yeah.
And we've got a club that's kind of these days under the umbrella or certainly partnered with Wilmington.
Yeah.
Where the city of Jacksonville has leased the property to them, and it's coming up for lease.
And let's and like I was talking to someone earlier today, unless something has changed that I do not know about, the city of Jacksonville doesn't own that property.
I think the city. I think Dr. Morgan gave that city.
Did he?
No? I think he did.
I think the family that developed Evansbrook gave them, I don't want to say lifetime rights, but I think that would be interesting to see.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Who that property is actually registered to, because I'm not, and I could be totally wrong on this, and if I am, I'll say it. I am not so sure that the city of Jacksonville owns that property.
I feel pretty sure they are.
Okay, well then that's occurred within the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Because when we were dealing with it, Doc Morgan and the Morgan family still owned that property.
I think he'd be upset over the whole thing.
I honestly think as being a Jacksonville high school person as he was, I mean, he had grandkids and kids, and only one of them played soccer out there. I mean,
not the fact that he's just a Jacksonville guy, but Dr. Morgan,
he's a community guy.
Loved youth sports.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. It. Yeah, I agree with you. So would it behoove us? Do you think that it would behoove us to have someone from Jazza potentially call and talk about this if they're willing, or come here and enjoy some lumpia or pizza and have a conversation? I mean, I don't even know who to get. I mean, I'm not trying to stoke anything, man.
Well,
I'm just asking a question.
It might be you, Rainer, and the Jazza person here.
Okay. I mean,
for another day, a couple weeks or so. Maybe they'll work it
again,
out.
I don't have a dog in the fight.
One other thing out there, I do know that Joey and Corey try to offer their services to the academy, which they're doing a free academy for the younger kids this year, and I know that they offered to help with those if they could move the practice days. They were told no, that the practice days had to be Tuesday and Thursday, which are the days that the high school soccer team plays their games. So Jazza wasn't willing to work with them in that aspect either.
Okay.
I do know that.
And I'll conclude with saying I think it's close to getting worked out, and a lot of folks are involved with it. And I'll tell you what, and I'll say this, Miller, you coached over there and taught over there a long time, and there's been a lot of great principals at Jacksonville. Yep. Linwood Padgett, probably top of the list, but Miss Herman's done an unbelievable job.
She's a pit bull.
Yeah.
She's the principal now?
Yep, she's awesome.
Well, stay tuned. We will have more of this as the drama unfolds. How about that?
Yes, sir.
And maybe next week Joey will be willing to come, since we will not have this on our agenda.
He might do that.
Hey, do y'all want to call him real quick?
Can we do an over-under on that one?
Yeah, no. We can call him. We can call him, and we can buzz him in right now. But y'all have to put on your headphones.
Talk about
all right,
stuff.
all right. Let's go. So let's go to NFL. So we're going to talk about preseason football. Why, I don't know, but it's what we have to talk about, right? But I did hear somebody say, I did hear somebody say, I would rather watch a preseason football game where I saw third stringers on the football field than to watch the WNBA.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying. I don't know, depends on if you like sex toys being thrown out on the field. Anyway. All right, so Friday night's games. Lions beat the Falcons 17-10. Browns routed the Panthers 30-10. We will come back to that. Patriots dominated the Commanders 48-18. The Commanders looked like crap, man. They had a lot of
there are a lot of guys not
stadium.
playing.
Yeah, they look like crap. But anyway,
the Patriots will be.
Giants beat the Bills. Giants beat the Bills on Saturday. Vikings beat the Texans. Rams beat the poor boys 31-21. Steelers, my Steelers. Watch out for Steelers.
Sneaky good.
31-25 over the Jags. Buccaneers beat Titans. Jets beat Packers. Cardinals beat the Chiefs, and Broncos beat the Niners. Today, Dolphins and Bears tied, no overtime, and the Saints were down to the Chargers 9-10. Trey Lance, man, is like looking like a
Finally,
stud. He's like a
really
stud
good
for
in
the
the Hall of
Chargers.
Fame game.
I mean, he's now that he's secured his retirement for. You have to play 3 years and 4 games in the NFL to get your retirement. Now that he's actually played games, he's been in the league, he gets his
I
retirement.
felt like he was playing in college like 10 years ago. It's been that long, but it just hasn't. Yeah.
So notable debuts: Cam Ward, quarterback, Titans, 5 of 8, 67 yards.
Did he quit at halftime?
Deep connection with Calvin Ridley. He probably only played 2 series.
Oh, yeah.
Jackson Dart for the Giants, 12 for 19, 154 and a touchdown.
That's
Now-
the one that everybody raised their eyebrows about, but he's
Now-
not kick and throw the
That's
ball.
the dark horse.
Yeah, but he's not going to start, is he?
No.
No,
Russell
he won't,
Wilson will start,
but
right?
That's not the worst thing for him.
Oh, I totally
Yeah.
agree, dude.
Yeah,
Look,
he won't start.
I like that dude since day one because when he took off his helmet at Ole Miss, he had that black eyeliner, man. Underneath. He was like, "Yeah, let's
Like
go do
an
it."
Apache
He
warrior.
probably struggled Goody at Ole Miss, didn't he?
Oh yeah, yeah. He probably
Any fun.
he probably was in his room every night.
Library.
No, he was in his room every night. He wasn't by
in
himself,
somebody's
but he
room,
was in
not
his
his
room
room.
every night. Yeah. Travis Hunter, he played on offense and defense for the Jags, 19 total snaps. And J.J. McCarthy, who is technically a rookie this year. The Vikings played him a little bit, 4 for 7. Kevin McCarthy? Not Kevin, whoever the head coach is. They have
Kevin O'Connell.
Kevin O'Connell. They have they've attached their damn horse.
Yeah, their chips in on.
I mean, they let Sam Darnold go,
McCarthy, which
and and so it'll be interesting to see. Some key starters that didn't play. Aaron Rodgers didn't play for the Steelers. He's just reported to camp. Dak Prescott for the boys didn't play. He really did play. They didn't want him to
CeeDee
throw
Lamb
in.
didn't play, but he got absolutely.
Did y'all see CeeDee Lamb
Yeah,
get
being a
demolished?
jackass on the sidelines.
He
Yeah.
was on the sidelines and he broke that little zone. He was on the sidelines waving his hands up and down, and a referee was running down, following a play, and leveled his ass from behind.
He was doing some.
He got
kind of
a
dance.
penalty for being on the field for interference. Best
Woody
hit
Allen.
on CD Lamb in 2 years. Rayner talked about it earlier. Cam Little, Jaguars made a 70-yard field goal. It doesn't count as the longest one because it was in a preseason game.
He'll eventually have that record, probably.
Kidding.
Pat
man.
Pat Mahomes threw one pass, touchdown, came out of the game. Now let's go.
yarder.
Now let's go back. I said the Browns pounced the Panthers.
I've heard Cleveland's retiring
Shador's number Yeah.
already.
Yeah. Well, he just got it retired, and he just got retired. And hey Jermaine, what's up, buddy? Jermaine Shapiro, good dude, man.
He's really good.
So Shador Sanders, impressive performance, 30-10, 14 for 23, 138 yards, 2 touchdowns. He also had 19 yards rushing on 4 carries, passer rating of 106.8. After one performance, Sanders' performance has generated significant attention. I'm beginning to really not like this guy, and when I say that, y'all are going to fall out of your chair probably.
Just
Who?
beginning.
Do you know who? You know who, don't you?
Go ahead.
Notable figures like LeBron James praised his debut. Despite being a 5th-round draft pick, Sanders showing was strong and sparked discussion about his potential role as starting quarterback. All right, questions to you guys. So before we get to going back from one, 5 years from now, this is a simple yes or no. 5 years from now, will Cam Ward be a starting quarterback in the NFL? 5 years from now.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, look at the NFL quarterbacking.
Yeah,
Yeah, you said that with reservation. I'm saying I'm on
I think he'll be a starter. I don't think he'll live up to expectations.
okay.
No, I don't think he'd be elite.
Cam Ward and his career, however long that may be, better, worse, or same, better, worse, or the same as these quarterbacks. Bryce Young. Better, worse, or the same.
Well, I'm in on Bryce.
Hey, but
Okay,
you're-
that's fine. Okay, so you say not as good.
Yeah,
You say not as good as
not
Bryce
as
Young.
good.
You say not as good.
I say better because I've been consistently down on Bryce.
Okay. What do you say?
I think better. I mean, but so here's my thing. Both of them.
I've got 10 of these, by the way. Go ahead.
Okay. Both of them go to teams that aren't really good situations. You know what I mean? Offensively. So, because, I mean, if you look at.
That's why I didn't say this. That's why I said overall career.
It's hard to predict.
It's hard to predict because you don't know what the organizations are going to do.
And you don't know that Cam Ward in 10 years is going to be with the Titans.
Right.
Yeah, and I mean the Titans probably have the worst set of offensive weapons in the league, whereas the Panthers have heavily invested.
I would take
to help
who was the Panthers number one?
The kid out of Arizona, he was a
receiver.
stud.
Yeah, he's a rookie.
He was good.
So you would take him over Calvin Ridley?
I'm not saying 1 for 1 I'd take him, but I would absolutely take the Panthers.
I'm just asking.
But I'm saying I would take the Panthers receiving core and running
That's
backs
fair.
and O-line.
That's fair.
The Titans.
That's fair. Okay.
T-Mac.
Career, Cam Ward. Better, worse, or the same? Anthony Richardson.
Better. I think Richardson.
Better. I don't think Richardson's going to have any career.
Because I don't know if
can't.
this might be his last chance this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's already injured again.
Agreed.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, it's broken pinky.
C.J. Stroud.
Worse.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, CJ. I thought CJ had a pretty good year last year, and
Okay.
I think he's still got a good
Overall
I think they've got.
That's more of a C.J. Stroud belief for me.
That's fine.
Yeah, no.
That's what I'm asking.
I'm just giving more.
And look, just so you know,
Okay, this
Context.
Hey,
This
and,
is
give a little context to my answer.
and where did Stroud go to college?
the O.
Yeah,
Yes.
and so it kind of pains me to say that.
I agree.
With Cam Ward being a Miami guy.
He's legit the first.
Right.
He's legit the first good Ohio State quarterback.
Yeah, you're
Yes,
right. He's
I
the first
agree.
one that's lived up to
Yeah.
expectations in the NFL.
All right. How about this one? Better, worse, or same? Caleb Williams. Ooh.
I'd say
Better,
about
worse, or same?
I'd say same.
I wish Caleb had one more.
I
year.
agree.
So,
Jermaine says Stroud's better. I agree.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Caleb Williams, what y'all think? Based on his 1 year and
Here's the thing, we haven't
and
seen
Cam
Ward
Ward
yet.
That's right. You got it.
So I'm going to say same because
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
I think Williams is okay. I want to see what he does this year.
Okay. So y'all agree with that? This is going to be an interesting
About the
one.
same.
This
It's
next
about the
one.
same
This
for
next
me.
one's going to pain Dave. Better, worse, or same? Tua.
Not the worst. Well, it depends on how many
Well,
blows to the head.
Well, you can't. This,
No,
the career.
right.
I mean, you can't. It is what it is. I mean,
Because with two, it's
hey,
it's
if
one
Tiger,
more hit and season over.
if Tiger
Career
wouldn't have
over.
got hit, if Tiger wouldn't have
Right.
got hit by the 3-iron, he would have broke the number of
No.
major wins over Jack. But it happened, and Tua's been hurt. So better, worse, or same as Tua career. Cam Ward.
Worse.
better.
Okay.
Yeah, Tua's not far from being over
Done.
here with us.
Okay. Better, worse, or same? Bo Nix, who had a pretty good year last year. This is a hard deal.
I think worse.
Worse.
I think
Worse.
Knicks is on the up.
Okay.
I say same.
Same. Okay.
I think they'll be similar.
Same.
I
Okay.
don't think either of them will be.
That's fine.
anything.
Okay. How about this? Trevor Lawrence.
Worse.
Better.
Huh?
Really? Yeah, I'm not much of a Lawrence.
Well, you know,
he's been disappointing.
so you know the guy they brought in this year is supposed to be the quarterback whisperer, right? I don't know if he's offense coordinator or the head coach, but he was the one who worked with somebody last year.
Liam Cohen, he's the head coach.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he
he
wa- and-
transformed Baker.
Yeah.
Someone before
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I hope so because, I mean, Trevor's
So better,
A
worse, or
lot
same?
of those guys are in.
well, right now I'd say
Baker.
better than Trevor because Trevor really hasn't done
Okay.
a whole lot.
Yeah, I would gravitate to better.
Okay. Better. Okay. How about this one? Jaden Daniels.
Worse.
So you okay? So
Love that guy.
so maybe I'm the only one that potentially sees Jaden Daniels.
Being a bust.
No, I don't think he's going to be a bust, but I just think in 2 or 3 years, unless they do something vastly different, he's going to be another RG3. RG3 his rookie year came and led Washington to the playoffs. Led him to the playoffs. 3 years later, he took one too many hits. I'm not saying that's going to happen to Jaden Daniels, but that type of quarterback that runs the ball a lot takes hits. Okay, so y'all saying worse than Jaden Daniels? I don't disagree with. I'm just saying I don't have a dog.
Yeah,
in
they're
the
all.
fight.
I mean, they're all still.
Okay, how about this one?
Hey, can we revisit this next year after?
Yeah, we can. How about this one? He's at his third stop now. Justin Fields. Better, worst, or same?
Better. I don't think Fields is going to do much.
Where's Fields at?
He's going to the Jets now. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Enough said.
Okay. All right. Now we're going to see who's homers now or not. Better, worse, or same? Drake May.
Worse.
Worse.
And that pains me again because you're talking about the Patriots.
Hey, did y'all see they put that statue out there of Tom Brady?
Yeah.
Did y'all see that?
What Brady said.
Did you see the meme behind
Yes.
it? They put Eli Manning statue that was about 3 foot taller behind it.
times taller,
yeah. So anyway,
Fun.
I think
Drake's poised for a big year.
I think so
Yeah.
too.
So Steve, what will be interesting if for next week compile a list of quarterbacks that are already done in the NFL, like not Hall of Famers, but like ones middle of the road guys.
Yeah.
and see how he rates against what
That's
we
fine.
think.
We can
they'll
do that.
You know what I'm saying?
This will be an ongoing thing. I mean,
we already know what they've done and
Randy,
what we think he'll do.
We might have to table that because next week's high school football
We
preview.
gotta have a little pro.
how about this?
We're on an hour limit.
Last one. We're past an hour
I
right
know.
now. Jordan Love. That's the last one. Jordan Love.
Oh, not as good.
Not as good.
Yeah. I'd say not as good.
I would agree with that.
Okay. Travis Hunter played offense and defense for the Jags in the preseason debut.
That can't last.
Thoughts moving forward. 3 years from now, will he be playing, 1, only on offense, 2, only on defense, or both on offense and defense in 3 years?
Offense. Sorry.
Thoughts? No, you say offense. Okay. 3 years from now.
I think he plays one primarily. The other, he'll be like a role player.
I agree with Miller, and I say the primary is defense.
Okay. So you're saying defense primary. He says offense.
I think it's going to be the other way around.
What I think he should do is be that way. I think he should only play defense. I think he's an absolute stud of a cornerback.
I agree.
I
think he's an average wide receiver.
but I
because his
think
height.
wide receiver's sexy, and he casts patches
Well,
and touchdowns.
yes.
Right.
And I think that pool,
Especially from Trevor Lawrence.
yeah, but regardless, I mean, they'll have I think that pool of receiver, I could see him being more of a receiver, even though I don't think that's the way his career should go. Yeah. So,
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with that. So you guys tell me who the last player to contribute significantly on both offense and defense, not special teams, contribute significantly and have significant playing time, not spotty playing time, significant playing time on both offense and defense. Who was the last player?
Was it Dion?
No, he was spotty. He did it both, but he was spotty. He played 1 or 2 or 3 plays on offense, and he returned punts and kickoffs. But I'm talking about like playing over 60 or 70% of the snaps on both sides
That
of
goes
the ball.
back to freaking what's his face?
Yep.
George Blanda?
Nope.
Hornick?
Chuck Bednarik. 49 to 62. No, the Eagles. He played center and linebacker. Now, my question around about this way is, since we're going over the hour, we're going to go 2 hours. Who gives a shit? Why do you, since Bednarik did it, and now you fast forward to Hunter, that's been 62. That's what, that's 70 years, right? 67.
Oh my gosh, I feel old.
Are you guys? So do you guys? Why hasn't it been done more frequently?
You gotta have a little rest, man. You can't be doing it all game long at that level.
Do you think Travis Hunter is the greatest athlete to come in and play in the NFL since Chuck
No.
Bednarik?
No.
No.
I think Bo in between was right there.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna. I think the Jaguars are on a path of destruction. That, and someone said it very easily. A body is built in the NFL for X number of snaps.
It is.
So if you double those snaps, you effectively cut his career potentially in half.
and he's already a frail.
Yeah, he's
guy.
not- yeah.
And I think kind of circling back to the point, like you said, catching those patches. Oh well, Trevor Lawrence. I think because they are in a spot with Trevor where it's kind of a make or break, and they'll force him more snaps on offense to start out to try and help Trevor, and then they'll need him defensively. So yeah, I think they'll like you said, just overdo it.
All right.
They're the Jags.
Question: how much weight should we really put on preseason football? I'm gonna
20 pounds.
before you answer that question. Someone very very younger, very wise, and on my payroll still made this point today. If you do well in the preseason, it's important. If your team does well or your team does, it's important. The preseason is important. If you suck, it's It's just a preseason.
It's meaningless.
Greg Goodson said that today, and I could not agree with him more. But how much? And the reason I'm bringing this up, LeBron James, Skip Bayless, they have just gone. I mean, the NFL is racist because all these teams passed on Shedeur Sanders. They're saying, oh, all these quarterbacks that got drafted before him, Jackson Dart, all these guys. I mean, they're basically anointing Shedeur Sanders now because he had a great preseason game, and he had a great preseason game
against the
Who'd they play?
the Panthers.
Rest my
Yeah,
case.
the Panthers 3s and 4s.
But my question is, how much importance should we place on preseason games?
Not much.
Not much. I thought, despite that score, the first couple of drives, the Panthers' offense was a different offense.
we just
exactly. If you look at the score and you would think, oh wow, the Panthers shit the bed. When Bryce Young was in, they looked great. I saw all I needed to see from Bryce Young and the offense on those drives to make me feel
They're
very,
better.
very confident going into the season.
Do you want to hear my quote that I've coined? This is my original about preseason football.
Yes.
It's like going to the prom with your sister. You'll have a little bit of a good time, but nothing's really going to happen.
Well, unless you're in West Virginia.
Rainer, dadgum.
I think it is tough though for quarterbacks in particular, where if you do well, for example, with Shedeur, if he did poorly, he was going to get a lot of hate.
Yeah.
More hate than your average fifth-round
Correct.
quarterback. So, yes, he's getting more love than your average fifth-round
I agree,
quarterback would
yeah.
get, but he would have also gotten more hate than your average fifth-round quarterback.
So right now, and I know it's preseason, but the Chargers are beating the Saints 27-10.
That is reflective of them.
How would you like to be the Saints and have to pick between your starting quarterback being the kid from Oklahoma? What was
Spencer
it?
Rattler.
Spencer Rattler
Winston still down there?
or Tyler Shaw, who was the draft pick from Louisville.
Yeah.
That's going to be one of those two is going to be
your
yes.
starters.
I just
Yeah,
go with
that's
Rattler
one of
because
those two
he's
is
got
gonna be
cooler
Well,
there.
that's the seller of the NFC South, right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, but I think we might beat them. I think the Panthers.
You know why you go with
I think they
Rattler?
should trade for Shedeur Sanders.
They're both going to be terrible, but you're selling jerseys with Rattler on the back of them.
Yeah, good point. All right, best chance to win the 2025 NFL Rookie of the Year. Cam Ward, Jackson Dart, Shedeur Sanders, offensive. Travis Hunter or somebody else.
I think somebody else. I think it's going to be one of the running backs.
Oh, I think it's going to be Omarion Hampton.
That would be awesome, wouldn't it?
Where did he go again?
He's out.
The Chargers. He's playing with the Chargers.
Yeah, I think he'll have a good shot, especially Najee has been a little banged up. I mean, I'm biased. I could see McMillan having a big year.
Well, I really think it's going to be somebody else because
Good call.
I don't think
There's not a clear.
Cam Ward doesn't have enough around him for success.
Jackson Dart probably will not
Okay.
start.
He
Let's be honest.
He won't play enough games.
Yeah.
Right.
Shedeur probably will not start.
Shedeur's probably not going to start.
The only way Jackson Dart starts is if by their bye week they're out of the playoffs.
Yeah,
Right?
his best chance, he's going to have to be starting early
Yes.
enough on. I would say he's probably the quarterback with the best chance if he starts early enough.
So is Watson
It pays
still
me
the
to say
projected
because
starter in
because
Cleveland?
AJ y'all know AJ here in
No
town.
Flacco.
He's a big Giants guy, but I'm like you, man. I want to pull for them so bad now because I think that Dart dude. I think he's the deal, man.
Yeah.
But I can't because AJ pulls for him. I can't. I mean,
I've been a Giants fan since Lawrence Taylor. Good.
have you
so,
really? Oh well, yeah, you can.
So you
That's
can.
good.
And obviously, when they beat the Patriots, that weren't hard either.
All right, last two NFL notes, and then you're going to talk about the Panthers quick. I mean, well, you can talk about it as long as like I said, we're passing out. Who cares?
Quick.
Aaron Donald. You hear about Aaron Donald? Retired. He teased the comeback about Michael Parsons. So when there was rumored that Parsons could be potentially going to the Rams in a trade, Aaron Donald hinted as a possible comeback. If the Rams were to trade for Parsons, Donald responded to a photographed image of Parsons in a jersey by saying, "That D-line would be unreal. I'd have to get back in football shape." Parsons reacted in kind. Man, don't tell me that. Does Aaron Donald come back if Parsons gets traded to the Rams?
That'd be awesome.
That'd be stupid, man. The Rams would legit be. I mean,
Yes.
they're
decent right
they're
now.
decent
They got
right now.
Jared
Yeah.
Verse on the.
Yep.
Yeah, they got the
Yeah.
dude on the outside.
Did he Donald retire? Did he retire after the Super Bowl they won?
Yeah.
I think, yeah. I don't, so in that instance,
It's been 2 or 3
seems like
years.
a guy,
He's
well, he
probably
also
out of
seems
shape.
like a guy who went out when he wanted
Right.
to.
All right, how about this? The NFL made a major move this week, and it made Baker Mayfield and oh God, who was the other guy? The tight end for who's the tight end? Oh, for the 49ers. Kittle. They got pissed off. The NFL has banned smelling salts for the 2025 season.
So I thought they
following FDA safety concerns, they actually did not ban them, but they have now prohibited the teams from selling them. Players can still use them if they provide their own. So it's like, okay, we're not going to let the teams give it to you, but if you still want to do them, you
Kittle was
can.
pissed. He used them before every drive.
Hey, what about boom boom sticks? Can you use boom boom sticks?
Yeah.
That's like saying don't buy cocaine while you're there. Just use your own.
Cocaine?
Cocaine.
Cocaine?
I know we can get it in Chicago.
Cocaine.
Yeah, we know where you can get
I
it
know
in
that
Chicago. We know that. All right. Rayner, Panther.
Just
update.
a quick thing on offense, then we'll go mostly to defense. The thing that excited me the most about T-Mac was that rowdy run where Bryce dropped it in the bucket.
Oh, yeah.
Because the announcer made a great call on it, saying you don't go too far to the sidelines because then the sidelines is a defender. He worked him just far enough in to where he could drift over and catch it. That's, I mean, I think he's going to be a good one, and I think that's going to help Bryce a lot to have that big.
Who's the Panthers starting running back?
Chuba.
And they brought in Rick. He was 1,000.
Okay.
Dowdell.
And that's
And
the
they
next
brought in
thing.
Well, he had to run for 1,000 yards because Bryce couldn't throw but for 300.
Well,
Go
according
ahead.
to the depth chart, Chuba Hubbard, Rico Dowdle, and then Trevor
RB2.
Etienne.
Rico Dowd's the kid from Dallas.
Great
And
RB2.
Etienne
Great
is, of course, the
compliment.
kid from Georgia, and I think he might be.
Oh, didn't
a diamond in
they
the rough.
drafted the ATN kid? Yeah, that's yeah.
He could
dropped the
be
punt.
potential a number two back.
Yeah.
Who's the tight end?
So they
They've
So
got
they
a
have
big kid from Notre Dame.
Well, so they got the guy from Texas, Jatavion Sanders, who was a rookie last year. I
Okay.
think he could be primed for a breakout. They drafted, the kid from Notre Dame. I'm blanking on his
Mitchell
name,
Evans.
but he suffered an ACL in college.
Is
Could
it
be
Mitchell
a-
Evans or
could be
James
a-
Mitchell?
Mitchell
One of
Evans.
those two,
Mitchell
Mitchell
Evans.
Evans.
So I think they'll get more production from that room.
Right
than
now,
they
their
have in
starting tight
previous
end
years.
is still, though, Tommy Trouble.
Tommy Trimble's not terrible.
It's Trimble, I know.
Yeah.
We call him yeah, but he shows him
Did they
out.
cut the guy or trade the guy?
Ian Thomas.
Yeah.
Thank
I
God.
God,
think
man, that
if
dude
they
was
had a
awesome.
big
I
time
hated
tight
that
end.
guy.
He was horrible.
He was bad.
You
They
remember
had a really good tight end that was,
they need to re-sign Wesley Walls.
Jatavion could
They
be. he could
re-signed
be
that guy.
They need to sign Greg Olson. Hey, Greg Olson? Luke Kuechly didn't get elected. He was eligible for the Hall of Fame this year and did not get it.
Seriously?
Yeah, great. Next year's class, I'm going to bring that. I'm going to print that out for next year's class. The eligible, it is stupid. Who all? Greg Olson's eligible next year. It is stupid.
So you could have Olsen and Kuechly on the same.
Yeah, potentially, but it's stupid. I will print it out. It's like legitimately like 10 guys that like you're like, damn.
Who's who?
Yeah. Go ahead. Talk about the defense.
Talk about the defense. Remember years back you had the linebacking core Kuechly. You had Thomas Davis, Shaq Thompson, and whoever else filled in. The white guy that ended up going to New Orleans. I can't remember his name.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But
It's gonna
anyway,
be rough this
this is
year.
our linebacker so far this year. Patrick Jones, the second. Christian Roseboom, Trevor Wallace, and DJ Wanham. So
Who?
It's kind of a no-name. They got a bunch of free agents.
They lost
It's
Jewel.
a
to
no-name
that-
defense.
Josie Jewell that hurt.
What happened
So
there?
he had some concussion issues, and they kind of just mutually agreed to.
Where did
he may return, but it's just not on the cards. And he was that's a who guy as well to a lot of people, and he was the leader at the backer
was
core.
pretty effective.
Yeah, so that one hurt.
Where did Shaq Thompson go?
They didn't re-sign him. I don't know where he ended up.
I don't either.
retire?
No, he's playing. I forget where he
Yeah,
went.
he got like a
Yeah.
one-year
I
deal.
thought he was pretty good, man. Or
Yeah,
he
but-
He was
Also,
he
too.
was starting to get hurt though towards. the
Yeah,
end.
he
I
was.
mean,
He was
I
kind
would've
of like
liked him
Thomas
back.
Davis.
so
Legs started rattling.
is our secondary any good?
J.C. Horn is the one name on the defense you would recognize other than Derek Brown.
We brought in Trevor Morig. He's a big safety from the Raiders.
Okay.
He's
good though.
He's not.
Travion.
The name doesn't pop, but he's a really star safety.
Nick Scott, they got listed as free safety.
Nick's the depth in the secondary is non-existent. An injury and they're going to be done. But they've got what's the hyphenated name?
Smith Wade.
Charles Smith. He's a
Wade.
decent nickel. He was a rookie last year, so
As
smaller
long as they stay
name.
healthy in the secondary, they're okay. It's already got.
Did
But
we?
the D line,
The
D-line is nasty, yeah.
D line will
Oh
be
yeah,
a
Horn was
lot
in the
better.
wreck.
Did we
in a bad wreck.
trade him or did he leave in free agency?
Who?
That Frankie
Luvu,
Yeah.
left in free agency, stud linebacker. I mean,
Luvu was,
He went to Washington.
Went to Washington.
went to
We could have
Washington.
kept him.
he was
man.
in
He was-
every play.
God, he was so good,
he was,
man.
yeah.
God,
He was
so
one of
good.
those guys where you loved him and they
Yeah.
didn't appreciate him enough.
God, he
And
was so
Chen
good.
was good. They let Chen leave too, and he was really good.
So I
both
think-
to
Yeah, I like him
Washington.
too.
Both
Yeah.
to Washington.
With 2 defensive linemen they picked up, Ashawn Robinson and Bobby Brown, the third. I think that's gonna help Derek Brown come
he
out
sing?
a little more. That's not that one. He can beat up his wife.
He did his wife
He
there.
was talking about
So,
Ashawn Robinson, I think, is going to be a
17 games.
9 wins.
You think 9 wins?
As long as they get over 6 and a
Have you
half.
seen their schedule?
I know they're going to win 2. They're going to beat the Saints twice. I know they're going to
I
get
need
2.
7.
I got 9.
Is that what over under 7?
6 and a half.
I will say this: if they win 9,
I thought,
they
yeah,
win
which
the
I thought
NFC
was
South.
low.
I'm
for
gonna,
17.
I'm gonna put
I
some
thought it
money
was
on
7
that.
and a half.
I'm gonna put some money
Two,
on
Goody.
It
that.
was 6 and a half.
Can we go on
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, let's go in on it.
Over.
Yeah, we'll do it after
Over
game.
6.5.
We'll look at it after game.
Oh yeah,
I mean, I
And
think
keep
they
this-
legitimately could win eight games.
Keep this in
Offense is
mind:
gonna be
8
good.
wins might win the NFC South.
yeah.
7 won it one year, but that was with a 16 game
I think they'll be
schedule. They won
competing
with
for a
7-9.
wild card. I think they'll be a step behind the
They're
Falcons
fighting
and the
for
Bucks.
third.
I think the Bucks. Are, I think the Bucks. I
First
think
to
the
third is 1 game.
I think they'll beat the Saints twice. They'll split with the Falcons. That's 3 wins. The Bucks will beat them twice. The Bucks are the class of that division, and that's not saying
Such
much.
as it is.
And I don't know the rest of the schedule, but that's only 6 games. 10 more games if they can win 4.
They play Miami.
Dallas.
Yeah.
They do have some tough teams.
Oh, they
on the
play
schedule.
Dallas. They'll beat Dallas.
Goody.
Yeah.
That's
I want to
something, too.
ask this
Yeah.
because between these 2 guys to my left, no offense to Miller, who's a smart man, but these guys,
These guys know Panthers, man.
these guys know Panthers.
They know him, man. I'm telling you, that dude right there. I know he does.
And
that one right there.
And pro football.
Yeah.
How come, or why would be grammatically better? Why, when the Panthers get rid of a guy, he flourishes, and who I'm talking about really is Baker Mayfield. Should we have kept him?
There's a couple of quarterbacks. Makerfield, Darnold.
But we weren't the only. But now, to be fair, we weren't the only ones that passed on Baker either.
Well, he didn't do well for the Browns, and then he played for
I
us.
just think
then-
they cut him loose too soon.
too soon.
Yeah.
I agree.
I was going to say too.
Sam Darnold was another one.
Obviously,
Yeah.
right? Because he did well last year. But
Yeah.
a lot of it.
I don't know, man. I mean, I don't
It's
know.
weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it's weird.
Yep.
So anyway, all right, moving on. Questions for you boys. This is trivia. Which school won the 24-25 college football playoff national championship? Georgia, Michigan, Alabama, or Washington?
What?
The 24/20. It was in the 25 season. It was the end of the 25, January 25, but it was the 24 season. Who won the national championship?
Ohio
Football?
State.
Ohio State.
It's supposed to be 23-24. then.
Oh,
Georgia.
I'm asking you.
give us
That
the
was-
names
that was
again.
2 years ago.
Georgia, Michigan, Alabama, Washington.
Oh shit! No, it was Michigan.
Michigan, yeah.
Michigan. What is the maximum number of scholarships allowed for an FBS college football team? 75, 85, 95, or 105?
Well,
What-
I think it
105.
depends. Now it
85.
It's now 105.
it's 85.
It's 85.
It's 80. No, it's 85. But you have an option to go to 105, and I forget what the particulars
Yeah.
are.
with your walk-ons and all
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
Which Big 12? Which Big 12 school joined the conference in 2024, along with Utah, Arizona, and Arizona State? Would it be Colorado, BYU, Houston, or Central Florida?
Colorado.
2024.
Yes.
Central Florida.
I'm thinking Central Florida.
Wait a minute. What was the question?
Colorado joined in Big 12 with Utah, Arizona, and Arizona State.
Actually, with that group, I'd change my vote to BYU.
Colorado, BYU, Houston, or UCF?
BYU.
Colorado.
All wrong.
Who was the first quarterback?
Colorado.
Who was the first quarterback to win a college football playoff national championship as a true freshman? Trevor Lawrence, Jameis Winston, Tua, or Johnny Manziel?
The last one.
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence.
That is correct. Which school was the first to? If y'all get this, which was the first school to install artificial turf on their football field? Michigan State, Arizona State, Rutgers, or Syracuse?
Rutgers.
Syracuse.
Oh, it had to be Syracuse because it's a dome.
Arizona State in 1966.
Really?
Yeah. So anyway, all right, that's all I got. So y'all want to talk studs and duds?
Yeah.
So Studs and duds.
Go ahead, Rainer.
And it can't
Red
be
Reynolds.
and it can't be Jazz of the city of
I'm gonna give you both
Jacksonville
of mine.
or the Wilmington Hammerheads.
I'm gonna
be
give
any
you
of
both of
that.
mine, and I'll be done. A dud is David Tepper for not doing away with that damn turf at Panther Stadium and going back to that nice grass. Stud is Bill Belichick for strike it and reverse it, the opposite thing, and for having a 24-year-old.
What about bringing back the throwback UNC?
John, the ones with Carolina across the front,
Yeah, those are pretty.
Yeah.
Sweet.
the LT jerseys. Yeah.
Studs and duds. You got studs and duds.
I still just the NFL for being back and giving me something to watch and bet on other than baseball.
Agree.
So you're not like your father. You actually watch baseball.
You already bet on preseason?
No,
No, we were thinking about betting on the Pan. We were debating on. We were so
would have bet
we were
the Panthers, but
jonesing.
we
We
thought
were
the game started
jonesing
at
so
8.
much this weekend about betting.
Well, the thing
I,
with the-
I looked at him and we went to the fish hut down at Emerald Isle. If you have not eaten at the fish hut,
I was there yesterday.
I've heard
no,
it's delicious.
we were there Friday. We were there Friday, and we were standing. We were like, Gray was like, the game starts at 8.
I thought it started at 8. Or
I
would have
finally
been on
went
it.
and got it ordered and paid and come and sat down. And I see his with him. He's got his phone propped up against the thing. He goes, the game started at 7, and we were going to put me on the Panthers.
Yeah, so we would have.
So we would have lost. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we would have lost. But we were jonesing so bad about betting on
Well,
football.
that's the thing about the Panthers. They don't do normally well in preseason. I think he doesn't play.
So you don't-
Preseason, regular season.
So you don't
I mean, what's the
place a lot of
difference?
emphasis on preseason, then, do you?
Not as far as win and loss. I think Canales is more of a guy that's trying to get things in the right place.
All right. So that was your stud or dud?
That was my stud.
Who's your dud?
I'll think on my dud.
I can tell you my dud is Liverpool.
Oh yeah, that pissed me off.
Did they end up winning?
treated
in-
Chelsea, that
Did
was-
They lost. but
Good,
that was
good. They lost. They cost me money today in Community Shield.
Yeah.
Against Crystal Palace. Damn duds. You got any studs or
There's a
duds?
team named Crystal Palace.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's Chelsea's sister.
Yeah.
What is that in rock and roll? There's a Crystal Palace in rock and roll. Is it the Doors? What? Anyway, go ahead. I'll find it.
Stud or dud or both.
No, just a stud. The receiver for the Panthers, the first rounder. I don't even know his name, but he's going to be really
T-Mac.
good. He's going to be good.
Is he?
McMillan.
I think he is. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think based on one game, I was
All right.
whoa, that
Before
was a good pick.
before you give me your stud and dud, best wide receiver in Carolina Panther history. And I don't think it's you're going to somebody's going to say something. I don't think it's a clear. It might be clear to some, but I don't know.
Is that for the whole?
Yeah,
field?
the whole group.
Musin Muhammad.
I agree with you. I thought everybody was going to say Steve Smith.
no, that's what
but
I was
think,
thinking.
But I think Muhammad. I think he was the best wide receiver. Who do you think, Greg? You don't even remember Muhammad, do you?
That was towards the tail end. I mean,
Steve Smith was good.
Steve Smith is the Triple Crown.
I loved him until he went to the Ravens.
I had a fat head on the wall.
You did. You had a fat head
Ice
on your
up,
wall.
son.
You did. You were all in on Steve Smith because you were as tall as he was. Actually, taller than him.
Taller, yeah.
All right, stud or dud, Dave?
I don't have either.
You don't have either?
Yeah, you know what? I got a stud.
Who?
Mike Irvin
Irvin is a stud. Irv, we love you, man.
for not being here.
Right.
Well, he's where he needs to be.
Yeah, that's my point. That's
Take
why
care
I'm
of his
making.
mama.
That's why I'm
Yeah.
making. That's why I'm making
yeah,
him a stud.
he is exactly where he
And
needs,
hopefully he's not listening, so he didn't hear it,
he needs to be.
He's listening.
because I'll never hear the end of it.
So, stud or dud? My stud. I really didn't write anything down. My stud is the referee who ran over C.D. Lamb for C.D. Lamb being on the damn
And
field.
would Lamb be your
I
dud
mean, Lamb would be my dud.
for not paying attention?
You know, I'm just so happy that in about 2 weeks, man, we're gonna have like meaningful football.
Right.
Yep.
It started Thursday a couple weekends ago. Even it was preseason, and there's football every weekend and through until February. Think about that.
It's pretty sweet.
Good.
And by the way, I know you boys, y'all get off of y'all's little la land over there in Northwoods and Southwest, but I'm going to have something that first weekend here. We can grill out, do whatever, but I'm going to have it. I mean, I'm going to have something. And if you want to come,
You
great.
realize we could be watching
It's-
football for like
It's going to,
15 straight
like
hours.
we can probably order breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We can cook breakfast, lunch, and dinner because there's legitimately football on all day.
You're
that
talking about
Saturday,
August
man.
30th because that lineup is phenomenal.
Is that the day? Yeah, God, it's
You
just
lead off with Ohio State and
Texas,
Texas,
at
yeah.
noon.
Yeah.
at noon.
first time 1 and 2 have met game 1 of the season.
Yeah.
And
It's- I
until
mean,
you
it's
said
gonna
it
be
a minute
crazy,
ago,
man.
it did not pop in my mind or click in that Michigan and Ohio State have won the last 2 national championships.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hadn't thought
That's
about
crazy.
that till you said that.
And by the way, again, if y'all have not looked at Netflix, that Netflix SEC deal, it is legit. But August 30th, man, it's going to be crazy, and we're going to have to figure out because the Sunday before August 30th, that would be the 23rd.
Yeah.
We're going to be.
You won't be here.
I'm just going to tell you because it's legal in Toronto. I'll probably be eating some gummies.
All right.
And we'll be on some gummies in Toronto, and we'll
There's a
be.
game that day, isn't there?
I don't. Yeah, it's called Oasis. It's game on. Do you know what I mean? I mean, it's legit, dude. So we're gonna have to figure out either before I go. I'm thinking though we're coming back on Monday, the 24th, I guess, or whatever it is. Yeah. So maybe like the 25th, which is Tuesday or Wednesday. Is there soccer already? Is soccer started by then? High school soccer?
Yeah, I'm not sure what the schedule is.
All right.
You got the schedule?
But
It's about
So
every
the
Tuesday,
Ireland game
Thursday,
is at noon that day that you're talking about. You'll be up there eating gummies in Toronto and watching the Ireland game.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Multinational.
So maybe that Wednesday, if the soccer game's on Tuesday, maybe that Wednesday before. I'd like to do a podcast before the big weekend.
Okay.
But I think doing it before the week 0 would be kind of anticlimactic.
Right.
So if we could lock, I mean, that's not next weekend. Next week we're going to talk week 0. I'm going to try to talk Chris Miller about high school football, and we'll just keep on rolling on, right?
Yeah.
All right. Everybody good?
Everybody's good, man.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Hey, everybody have a great time. We're going to listen to a little out music.